Hello everyone, today we're diving into clustering techniques, a key tool for finding patterns in data. Clustering helps us group similar items together and is widely used in areas like customer segmentation, market analysis, and even bioinformatics. For this model, we use the mall customers dataset. It contains information about customers' annual income and their spending score, which measures purchasing behavior. These features are excellent for understanding different customer groups. Our goal is to analyze the data set using clustering methods. I'll be dealing with hierarchical clustering, so let's begin. In our hierarchical clustering analysis, we first pre-process the data by standardizing the annual income and spending score features. Standardization is crucial to ensure both features are on the same scale, allowing the clustering algorithm to treat them equally. Next, we applied Ward's method to compute the linkage. Ward's method minimizes the variance within clusters at each merging step, which create compact and well-separated clusters. The dendrogram you see here is the result of that computation. On the x-axis, we have the individual customer data points, while the y-axis shows the distance or dissimilarity between clusters as they merge. At the bottom, each customer starts its own cluster. As we move up, similar customers are merged into larger clusters, and the height of the merge represents how different they are. To determine the final clusters, we set a threshold at a distance of 6. As shown here, this cut divides the dendrogram into 4 clusters. Highlighted by the different colors, these clusters group customers with similar income and spending behavior. For example, one group might represent high income, high spending customers, while another might represent low income, low spending customers. Now that we look at the dendrogram, let's examine the result customer clusters more closely using this scatter plot. This plot represents the standardized annual income on the x-axis and the standardized spending score on the y-axis. Each point corresponds to an individual customer, and they are grouped by color based on the clusters identified from our hierarchical clustering analysis. We have 5 distinct clusters as indicated by the legend. Cluster 1, the color blue. These customers have both relatively high annual income and high spending scores. They might represent a group of affluent, high spending customers. Cluster 2, color orange. This group has moderate annual income but relatively low spending scores, indicating that they might be more conservative in their spending behavior despite a decent income level. Cluster 3, green. These customers have high income but moderate spending score. They could represent high earners who are cautious with their spending. And cluster 4, red. This cluster shows customers with lower income and moderate spending, likely those who may be budget conscious. And lastly, cluster 5, purple. This is the largest cluster consisting of customers with average income and spending scores, possibly representing the most typical customer behavior. As you can see, the clusters are well separated, which indicates that the Ward's method we applied for linkage has successfully formed groups that are compact and distinct from each other based on their income and spending behaviors. This visualization helps in easily identifying and understanding customer segmentation that can be targeted with different marketing strategies. This method is highly effective for visualizing the hierarchical structure of customer relationship, but it requires careful selection of the distance threshold to determine the final clusters. Now we're done with the hierarchical clusters.